place to go. Information, entertainment from the folks you know. The old coyote is howling. Let's get on with the show.
Conversation Corner is brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse, Airport Road in Weatherford, and joining us in the studio is the mayor of the town of Weatherford, Mr. Mike Brown. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How we doing this morning?
Doing great. How about y'all?
We're doing great. Now we've been talking about our consultant in life and things. Now
You bet.
make sure when you guys are talking to the audience that you're looking into the cameras.
Right.
That was our engineers consulting lessons. So
Smart.
everybody make sure, guys, whenever no, Vanessa, thank you. In the camera.
Awkwardly looking into the camera.
Just stare into the cameras. See, me and you make it easy because I'm sitting where you are.
Yeah, we're looking at each other. Right, yeah.
So this works out perfect. Now Vanessa has to look out, like turn her head sideways.
Well, my argument was, I was like, okay, I'll try this. I'll try this out. But then when I share stories, if there's people in here, I want to look at the people's faces. And so it's like, oh, no, look at this. So here's all these people. It's like, well, forget you guys. I'm just going to look into this camera.
There it is.
Anyway, we'll figure it out. But
it's perfect.
We're talking about the fact that besides the radio, you can actually see us on, you can see us on Facebook.
Facebook Live? Yeah, there's a YouTube channel now.
Yeah. Do you have like a number of followers? I mean, can you tell how many people are actually watching?
Yeah,
at least three.
At least three.
Three. Wow.
Yeah, three.
That's good.
My mom's usually one.
Right, she's one. Okay, she's one.
Yeah,
you know,
so gotta watch out. My poor mom, she has the shingles right now.
Oh no,
she's fighting that. That's
I've been thinking about getting that vaccine. You know, they say you can take
get a vaccine.
Well, like can't you get like a kind of like a flu shot, but a shingle shot?
Oh, do that.
I need to. Yeah.
Recommended.
Yeah, they say that's no good.
Well, the mayor of Weather. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. That's before we get this interview started. I had to make sure.
It's gonna be that serious.
Huh? Yeah. This is. Hey, we're just gonna hang out and have a few drinks together, right? That's what.
Right,
that's what Conversation Corner is all about.
Right. You're drinking.
Yeah.
We're drinking
we're
coffee
all drinking. Yeah, we're all. I guess you drink anything, Vanessa?
Yep, I've got coffee.
Okay.
Over here.
Yeah, we're all good.
So anyway, we'll chat it up. Of course, just coming off of Halloween, I always like to hear the number of trick-or-treaters. I know you called in earlier last week in a contest, but still, we'll have to do a repeat on that and much more.
Plus, breaking news, he's going to give us a brand new business coming to town.
Well, I'd like to, and I might. I'm thinking about it right now.
See?
Okay.
Oh, we'll get him to slip up. We got this.
Conversation Corner is brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse.
Attention breakfast lovers! Stop in at Lucille's Roadhouse off Airport Road in Weatherford, where you can enjoy all-you-can-eat breakfast Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. The coffee is always freshly ground and ready to serve. While you're there, make sure to check out the great made-in-Oklahoma products available in the gift shop. Lucille's Roadhouse, just off Airport Road in Weatherford, where you can enjoy all-you-can-eat breakfast Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's Lucille's Roadhouse.
This is Bulldog Football, fueled by ASAP Energy on Coyote Classic and Coyote TV.
Quarterback out of Banks, fires far, pylon, looking for DJ Hicks. He tipped it to himself. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
SWASU Sports is made possible in part by CJ Southwest Tire, Barong Insurance and Real Estate, Health Express Pharmacy, Casa Soto, Napa Auto Parts of Weatherford, Cummins Auto Group, Pioneer Cellular, Southwest Air and Heat, AEP PSO, Domino's Pizza, Western Oklahoma Metal Recycling, the 117 Lounge, Jet Distributing, and ASAP General Stores.
The Bulldogs head east on I-40 to Shawnee to take on the Oklahoma Baptist Bison. Pre-game at 1 o'clock, kickoff at 2 on 100.3 Coyote Classic. Marr sets his feet, fires it looking for Rayburn, got a 15-yard line, 10-5, touchdown Bulldogs.
Run with the Dogs on Coyote Classic 100.3.
Shop Weatherford this holiday season and save your stamped receipts from participating merchants for your chance to win everything from turkeys and pies to chamber bucks and even a new car. Your first chance to spin the wheel will be at the Harvest Festival on November 7th in downtown Weatherford from 5 to 7. Make sure to bring your stamped receipts. Thanks to our corporate sponsors, Jerry's Restaurant, Equity Exchange, Save a Lot, Corn Bible Academy, Midwest Music, Weatherford Daily News, Holiday Inn Express, T-Mobile, Napa of Weatherford, and West Oak Weekly.
A-Plus Roofing and Construction, PSO, and Valerie Miller at Farmers Insurance salute Western Oklahoma veterans.
Hi, I'm Kyle Yoder, and I'm here on behalf of my grandfather, Carl Dahl. He was deployed to Korea in 1953. He served in the U.S. Army. It was 1953 when he got there. The war had just officially ended. he was considered the cleanup crew. He was there patrolling South Korea to make sure there was no North Korean military personnel on their side. Having a veteran as a grandfather, I've always been extremely proud of him. My kids are extremely proud of him. Our whole family's extremely proud of him. We always brag about him. I just want to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. And thank you so much for living, fighting for our country.
Veterans, thank you for your service. From A Plus Roofing and Construction, PSO, and Valerie Miller at Farmers Insurance.
The new Van and John Show is brought to you by True Vision.
824, it's Conversation Corner, brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse. Our guest this morning is the mayor of the town of Weatherford, Mayor Mike Brown, and one of the hot spots for trick-or-treating is your house, your neighborhood.
Your neighborhood, yeah.
And you take count as well, and you said you had to even leave early that night.
We did. Debbie kept count, and we had between 5:30 and 7:30, we had 379 trick-or-treaters, and we left at 7:30 to go to the Southwestern volleyball game. So I told Debbie, I said, turn out every light in the house, and we're gonna try to get out of this driveway before,
Good luck.
So we probably would have had another 100 people if we'd have stayed around. So it was plenty. It's a good neighborhood. It was a perfect night. So a lot of people were out and about. So it's fun.
That's where all the full-size candy bars are.
That's right across the street
that is that street. You know, it didn't come from our house, but that brings a lot of people in.
Man, I love it. My kids, we do brought home their Halloween baskets, and they really haven't asked about them much. So it's been
good.
Been daddy's.
Hey, nice.
Had me a full-size cookies and cream the other night.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty
full size, huh?
Kind of nice.
Yeah, it was delicious. It's good stuff. Anyway, so yeah, trick or treating. It's over. It's gone. Which
It's
means...
good. I think it went well. Talked to police chief, and he said that it was a uneventful night, which is a good thing. And all of our police officers are out. They've had bags of candy. They give out candy also. So
that's right.
Trying to little goodwill. So, but it was a good night.
I was expecting, and I haven't seen it yet, and maybe I just didn't look, but I really thought now that Halloween's over, the fire department would be up. We get all the Christmas decorations up.
Maybe starting today.
Yeah. So are we slacking or what?
No. I know that they were going to start. Well, the decorations are up in the cemetery. We put the angels up first. They're up, and then we'll actually probably start on Main Street on the side ornaments first, and then I think the fire department does their deal on Sunday. They have all the guys come in like on a Sunday afternoon and do that. So anyway, we'll see. It should be pretty quick.
Well, lots of questions. Of course, we'll start with the Hotel Motel Tax Committee, or I don't know the way to word that. But, had not awarded, but nominated, I guess, several people to win, and then the city council awards the money.
Sure.
Over the weekend. I saw some of it was for the downtown promotion.
Right.
The winning wheel, I think. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
A little Christmas promotion.
Sure. Yeah. Bring people downtown.
That'll be, I agree with that. Plus, it's just a way to shop local, especially the holiday season. Then they also awarded some. There's a basketball tournament, a wrestling tournament. Those are always good.
Right. Yeah, I think the Weatherford High School brings in some schools from Texas. They end up spending the night here, and I think that's one of the biggest things from the Hotel Motel. They like the heads in beds. People that are spending the night and spending money, and so I think that those were both supported by Hotel Motel. So it's a good deal.
And then it looks like they nominated or advised some money for the Music on Main, and then also something to coincide with Porkapalooza.
Yeah.
And both of those events, I feel like are just growing.
Yeah.
They've done nothing but grow.
Well, I think that Porkapalooza, that's been a great event. I think this will be the third annual, and they're just trying to make it a little bit better each time. And this time, I think they want to have a little live music along with the, bringing in all the competitors. But they moved it up to the Pioneer Cellular Event Center. I think it'll be it's April. I think is when it comes up.
That's what it was. Yeah.
But they bring a lot of people to town, and so hopefully they can just make that bigger and better. And Music on Main Street has been good. Don't always get as many people as we probably should for that, but we've had great entertainment. So hopefully they'll just it'll snowball and get better.
Yeah, no, definitely agree. Now, then of course, Porkapalooza. We know all about that because we won the chicken category.
Did y'all win that? I knew that you ran. I wasn't sure you won it.
First place finishers.
Wow.
And that's amongst all the big dogs.
You're kidding.
I'll have you know. That's
right.
right.
What was the secret? I mean, what'd you do different?
I mean, honestly, it's just because I put my little TLC into it.
Oh.
That's all you need.
Okay.
Little massage the chicken.
Yeah.
Let
Okay.
it go.
So it's not just taste. It's I mean, you put the blood, sweat, and tears into it. And, you know.
Really, the secret's a guy named James Gallegos.
Oh, okay.
That's the secret.
Oh, okay.
He's for sale, by the way.
Yeah,
if you want to hire him out.
All right, he's good.
That's what we do. Yeah, we pay for our.
Right. Seemed like I remember that. That's good.
But hey, whatever works.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's exciting times. But no, we're just excited to see that hotel motel tax. I feel like at least because I don't stay in a hotel as much, so I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
But benefit the city.
Well, you know, and honestly, that's the biggest thing is that it's people from out of town that are actually paying for, you know, all that money. You know, I think we've had over $2 million that have been collected, you know, over the last, 10, 12 years. Started in 2007.
Wow.
So, you know, that money's been given out to bring events to Weatherford. And so I think it's been, we've had a lot of success with it.
What am I talking about? The fill in the blank, John.
Okay.
Police.
The police. No, why would the police be involved?
I don't know. I thought maybe
Police, fire,
sales tax.
Sales tax. Thank you. There it was. Sales tax.
Yeah.
The sales tax meetings. How have those been going?
Well, they've been good. We've been doing the planning process for this upcoming year. That penny sales tax will be rolling off in September. So been having meetings every 2 months. In fact, I think our next meeting will be towards the end of this month, maybe November 19th. And we'll be kind of narrowing it down as far as what we want to see the money go towards for the next 10 years. So it's been well attended. You know, we had over 100 the first time. Of course, it got smaller. The next meeting we had, I don't know, around 60. I anticipate, probably 40 or 50 this next one. But we'll be getting that fine tuned and then bring it to the vote of the people in the spring. And people have to vote to approve keeping the penny the same. And so, but I think that everybody's excited about it. It's an opportunity to think about, things that we can make Weatherford better with.
I think was it Mr. Barong of the hospital board?
Yeah,
he brought a math problem to
right.
And so maybe you can help us solve it.
Sure.
It was that the hospital's requesting 15%.
Right.
SWASU was requesting 35%.
Right.
And the city of Weatherford was requesting 60%.
Right.
Which, as we all know, that's 110%.
Right.
And as much as that coach tells you to give that 110%
exactly.
effort, it's not. You can't do it.
Right.
So who's giving in here? How's that work out?
Well,
who makes the ultimate decision on that?
I guess the city council will make that decision. We'll have the people have come up with what they feel like is important. And so, naturally we do feel like Southwestern, the hospital, the public schools, and the city's infrastructure are the most important things that we've got going in the community. So to answer your question, I say it's going to be a little give and take. Last time 10 years ago when we did it, the university got 34%.
Right.
The hospital got 5%. The school got 5%. And the city got the balance, which was I think 56%.
Right.
So, that's the way the percentage was last time. So, I would think that there'll be a little bit of variation. I know that each one of those entities, need that full amount of money, but, I'm hopeful that we can all give a little bit and equal that 100% when it's all said and done.
If they're like me, they've already spent it. They're waiting to collect it now.
Right.
No kidding.
At this point, but hopefully, because that's a big bump, right? From 5% to 15%.
Yeah. Well, there's no question we need a local hospital.
Yeah.
And, I think that we were fortunate enough to build a new hospital several years ago. We've got good people that work there. It's just that it's pretty tough on rural health, and so they're looking for a little bit of an edge. Try to make sure that we're able to continue to operate. And so I'm for that. I think that it'll be positive. It just getting the final dollar amount. I do know this. They're probably going to take whatever we give them.
Right.
And the good part is that hopefully it'll be something that will help them and help the city as a whole.
Well, negotiating tactics 101 here. Even if you give them 10%, now they've doubled from last year.
Exactly.
So you ask high and accept. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think that they all understand. Every one of the entities that are in this understand that, hey, it's got to work. And, we have people in the municipal business say, hey, don't give up any of that penny. That's the only way you're able to get any funds. Use all that for the city. But we understand that we've got to have we've got to have a strong university. We've got to have a strong school system. For us to survive. So that's why we continue to.
Plus, you want everybody on board so it passes.
That's true.
That's another part of it. You want to give them legitimate reasons saying this is what it's going to, not just the general fund.
No, that's exactly right. So I think that people have been supportive. 10 years ago when we did it, I think that they passed overwhelmingly. I think anywhere from 65% to 80%, depending on the question. And that's the way we break it down. We actually, you'll vote on money going to the hospital, money going to the university, money going to the school, money going to the city. So, they could actually, if you didn't like one of them, you don't have to vote for it. So, but hopefully they'll all pass when it comes up.
No, you're exactly right. And it's going to be, what's the sexy thing that's going to be on, I guess. I mean, because I know we've had a lot of ideas, and we narrowed it down at all. Because of course, the Pioneer Cellular Event Center, that was the sexy.
Yeah,
thing.
sure, yeah.
What's the thing? Don't tell me Lyle Road.
No, let me tell you what the city what we see doing with our money.
Yeah.
If we get somewhere between 50 and 60%, that'll generate around 12, a little over $12 million.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'd like to see on the city's side of it is a new police station, 911 center, making a public safety campus. We'll try to buy the lot where the old hospital is.
Yeah. I know the guys that own that.
We
should get a good deal.
The hospital owns that, and so try to make a deal with them. We'll tear that down, build a new police station. So that's $10 million of our money.
Yeah.
The rest of the money we're looking at soccer. Soccer is really where our biggest need is within the city. So, we're looking at spending about between $1 million and $1.5 million redoing soccer facilities. That I don't know if that's going to be new. I don't know if that's going to be indoor facilities, outdoor facilities, all that. So that's a big part of it. And the other, there leaves like $500,000. Right now there's a match through the FAA where we could get a $500,000 match to actually redo our airport terminal, redoing all the museum.
Right.
And so it might be a good time to redo the airport terminal, take advantage of that $500,000 match. If we put up 500, they give us 500, so it's $1 million facility. So that's where our money's going. So we know what the city is going to spend ours on. Now it's just a matter of the other, getting people to say that's a good thing.
Right.
And then the other groups, I have an idea what they're going to do, but that'll come out here in the next month or two.
Two more things real quick. One, we talked about, hey, you're going to tell us a new business that's coming to town.
Right.
I saw, of course, where they tore down the old Taco Bell KFC.
Yeah.
Which now, by the way, I frequent that other Taco Bell, by the way. Not paid commercial here. If you ever want, just download the app and get 15% off.
Exactly. I saw that on the front door when you walk in.
Yeah, and it works. Early. Yeah, order early. It's ready when you get there, and you get 15% off.
Yeah, good deal.
So it's kind of cool. But anyways, so what's going to go there? I've heard everything from Burger King to Starbucks to the mayor's office.
Yeah, it is Burger King.
Burger King.
Burger King's going in, and they're wanting to do it on the fast track, kind of like Taco Bell. That thing didn't take long. So hopefully we'll get those plans. They cleared it all off in 2 days' time, and I think that they're supposed to be turning the plans in, and then it'll be done. Before you know it. So
it happens fast.
Looking forward to that. So that's gonna be good.
Jimmy John's, is that still a thing?
That. I guess that was kind of announced by I think actually the newspaper had announced that, and we just took their word for it. But we hadn't seen anything as far as any plans. But I do understand that's where it's going to go in there by Qdoba,
right.
T-Mobile, Edward Jones, that type of thing. So hopefully that's going to happen.
And what about karaoke and corn dogs?
Yeah, I'm not sure where that's going to be located.
I'm
hearing a lot about it. A lot of talk around town about it, though.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get her going.
Get it all up and running for
that's
sure.
Good.
You moved your meetings. Why?
Well, no backbone. That's what. No, here's the deal. We had changed it to the afternoon because one of our commissioners, worked at the public schools. Didn't want to miss school, so we moved it. Then, so this year that commissioner's, has gone off or is going to go off at the end of the year. So we decided to go back to during regular working hours.
Yeah.
The reason we did that, and it doesn't make me any difference whether we do it, at 8 or 6 in the evening, whatever time it is. But the advantage of having it at 8 o'clock in the morning is that our city employees, we don't have to pay them overtime,
right.
As far as after 5. And so they're already at work. They can be a part of the commission meetings. And the other thing is we've actually looked over the last, we've changed several times back and forth.
Right.
And every time we've looked, it's almost the exact number of people come, whether you have it morning or afternoon.
Right.
And so, of course, we are live streaming, all of our meetings. It's 1 month, it's one meeting a month. So, if somebody wants to come, I think they can probably, get there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I know there's conflicts anytime you do something.
Right.
The argument was like, well, people, it's easier for people to come after work.
Yeah, I'm gonna start calling you the city dump.
Yeah,
Close when I need you.
That's another thing. We probably ought to close that altogether, but we are keeping it open. But so we're going to go with the 8 in the morning for next year. If we need to change it halfway through the year, we'll do it. But we just felt like that it might be more convenient. We kind of asked each one of the commissioners what they thought, and they were good with 8 in the morning. So that's what we're going to try.
Yeah, I'm 50-50. I mean, I understand what you're saying, that if it's the same amount, but if it's the same amount, you can say, well, hey, we're at least being accessible to that working person.
Yeah.
But I don't know the cost. I haven't done the numbers like you have. I'm sure on the employees and how much more expensive and how much money you're saving.
What if we did half and half? We did the first 6 months at 8 or vice versa, and the other. Would that make you any happier?
Just make the ones that are important at night.
Okay, so if it's a
ones.
big deal, we're gonna switch it to nighttime.
That's right. Yeah, if there's something big on there. For example, if David Duncan needs a raise, well, that one needs to be a nighttime one.
That's true.
We need to talk about that.
Need several hours on that one.
That's right. Good for him though, for making what, 10,000 a year for the last 20 years, 15 years, and for also standing up and saying he needs a raise.
Sure.
And then your finances. We're not going to talk about this time because we're out of time. But
okay.
I do want to real quick. What are the state of Weatherford finances, and we'll break down the spending plan on that next time we talk.
Okay. Actually, we're in the best shape that we've ever been as far as reserves. Dana Ratcliffe is our city treasurer, and she gives us a up to date tally each month, and I think we're in the best shape we've been as far as reserves. We're going to end up the year at about 7%, brought in 7% more than what we had budgeted, so that's a plus. And then this next year we're budgeting kind of flat, so I think that we're still being conservative, but yet trying to add things as much as we can.
Christmas time is here.
Hey.
It's already time to start playing Christmas music.
Yeah, when they started on November 1st, half and half. Half Christmas, half traditional. Then the day after Thanksgiving, it'll go all Christmas.
Yeah.
Huh. That makes sense. Yeah.
Mayor Mike Brown, Burger King. We're gonna. Is it too early to park and wait in line?
No. Hey, that drive-through will be full.
I'll be out there. I'll be waiting in line in my tent and everything else.
Let's see. You can get like 10 chicken nuggets for $1.
Oh yeah.
Can't you?
You get the charbroil. Oh, there's all kinds of things
I
you can
remember
get.
that.
Yeah, the spicy little chicken sticks are there too, and then
won't be long.
No,
chicken fries. Is that what you were talking
chicken
about?
Chicken fries. Yeah, those are good. We had you can buy right now. You can buy a dozen cookies and you donate it to something.